Okay, people always ask me why I paint the way I paint or what my art's about. And really my art is just a very simple kind of approach using simple images. A lot of stuff is based on primitive art, and some of it's based on current events. It's all mixed in together into a very colorful landscape or setting. Some of the paintings are flat, some of them are relief, some of them actually become stage-like. When I started out, I was just a painter, and that's what I learned in college, was basically different styles of painting, how to paint, how to use paint, and the other thing I learned was printmaking, and specifically lithography. I didn't really like lithography that much because at that time there was no digital lithography, and you had to use a giant stone, and it seemed like too much process to me, and I like things that I can do very fast. So when I started to paint, the paintings led to relief paintings, which led to freestanding sculpture, which led to other mediums, such as working in aluminum and polyurethane to create things that were out in real space. Either aluminum sculptures for public art projects that I did, or painted sculptures that were painted aluminum or powder coated aluminum, which could hold up outside. But a lot of other things that I've done that I always wanted to try new things, so somebody offered me a chance to do some monoprints in Palo Alto at 3EP. And I took that opportunity not knowing really what I was going to do, but the thing about monoprints or monotypes is that when Degas started using them, he used it as a way of sketching, of taking the idea of making a sketch into another medium. So that was actually perfect for me because I was able to make these really quick, simple drawings of my animal shapes or people shapes or cartoon shapes, if you wish, and make them very fast and print them very fast, and some really neat things happen as a result of that. Okay, the way I paint is I use brushes and sticks and nails. The sticks actually were brushes at one time, but then there was a point where I was pulling and moving the paint around with a brush that I kept using it, and the brush got real hard, and then I just kept using it anyway because it wasn't the brush kind of look that I wanted. I wanted just to move the paint in a certain way, and I was able to do that just with what used to be a paintbrush and is now the end of it. Then I take like these little nails or framing nails or finish nails and pull the colors wet into wet. Then I combine that with another technique where I'm using really small drawing brushes and creating an image within this sort of abstract, biomorphic, if you will, color field that creates like a very kind of abstract landscape that all these images exist in. And so there's several different, I guess, techniques that I use. I started making marks that initially were really based in abstract expressionism or impressionistic type painting, and developed that mark making into a style that I can actually draw images and create images within these really lush color fields that I make. So that a lot of the stuff I do is really based on just really simple ideas, simple images, iconographic shapes and images that I find interesting, and then they're all kind of mixed together to create either a story that only I know about or a kind of alternative fantasy of animals and cookie cutter people and airplanes and just about everything else into this abstract color field.